Passport to the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches, the best way to experience Florida, and proudly produced in partnership with the Palm Beach County Film and Television Commission. On this episode of Passport to the Palm Beaches, we uncover the stories, legends, and legacies that helped shape the Palm Beaches and beyond. First up, we'll visit the Aviation Museum on the beach, where the spirit of flight and aviation history takes off right along Palm Beach County's scenic coastline. Then we'll explore the Sunshine Cinema exhibit at the Historical Society of Palm Beach County, featuring author David Morton and a fascinating look at the golden age of film and storytelling in the Palm Beaches. And finally, we'll take a journey through the rich history of Jupiter, Florida, from its iconic lighthouse and early settlements to the coastal culture that still defines this historic town today. From aviation and cinema to coastal heritage, this is where history comes to life, only on Passport to the Palm Beaches. Passport to the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches, the best way to experience Florida, and proudly produced in partnership with the Palm Beach County Film and Television Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Make sure your tray tables and seat backs are in the upright position and get ready for takeoff to the Aviation Museum on the beach.
All right, folks, we've been cleared for takeoff.
We're here at the Aviation Museum on the beach, surrounded by more than 1,000 meticulously crafted commercial airplane models. We're here with the founder, David. This is really incredible. You have to tell me what inspired you to create this gorgeous and unique destination in Juno Beach.
There's a number of reasons why I decided to open this museum. Number one, most aviation museums in the US are military oriented, and this museum is, though it does have some military models and memorabilia, it is mostly of commercial airplanes. I've accumulated many models over the years, and I wanted to share it with the public.
In your mind, what is so important about the history of commercial aviation? You mentioned that there are so many museums and things dedicated to military aviation, but commercial aviation really shaped socially, our world.
Absolutely. This museum goes back to the years from 1950s to the early 2000s, which is commonly referred to as the golden age of aviation, where people got dressed up wearing dresses and hats and gloves, and men wore suits and ties to go on the airplane, not like they do today. So I wanted to share some of the glory of the past years in aviation time. We have planes in the museum from the DC-3 up until current planes such as the A350, which is one of the most modern planes flying today. You'd be surprised how many people enjoy aviation and planes. And over the years, I've found that it's in people's blood, and they really enjoy aviation and planes. And I've been going to shows for the last 50 years, and I've seen children that came in to purchase planes from me over the years, and now they're commercial pilots. They fulfill their dreams.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, well, let's take a look at a few more of his favorites as we tour this fantastic museum.
Flight 022, approach 14325.
This is a fantastic example of a military plane, the Enola Gay. Tell us about this, David.
Yes, this is a B-29 Super Fortress model of the aircraft that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima in August of 1945. It is signed on the wing by Mr. Paul Tibbets, who was the pilot of the aircraft on that day. It's really a piece of military and American history.
Speaking of the Enola Gay, what is this?
This is a replica section of the aircraft but it's signed with original signatures of 3 of the people that were on the aircraft on August 6th, 1945, that dropped the atomic bomb. This cockpit replica is signed by Captain Sullenberger, who landed the U.S. Airways A320 in the Hudson River, known as the Miracle on the Hudson, on January 15th, 2009.
This is an awesome collection. What have we got over here?
To our left is a 747-200 replica flown by Singapore Airlines in the late 70s and early 80s. And you can see on the aircraft, on the upper deck, they had a very, very nice lounge with 200 plus seats on the bottom level. This is a replica of a VC-10, a Vickers VC-10 that was made in the UK in the early 70s and flew mostly for British Airways or BOAC up until the late 90s. The engines were, 4 engines were in the rear of the aircraft. This is a model made in Brazil of a Varig Airlines DC-10. And this particular model was made by one of the most prominent model makers in the world, Mr. Adrian Vogelaar, who passed away recently in his 90s, but he was considered really one of the best model makers in the world. And this particular plane, perhaps only 5 of these examples were made, and we were lucky enough to obtain one of them. This model is a 1/10 scale replica of a Lockheed Constellation. This one painted in KLM of Holland. It crashed off the coast of Dublin, Ireland. 99 people perished in the crash, including 91 passengers and 8 crew members. They never really found the reason conclusively of why this plane crashed. This is a model of a Concorde which flew from the mid-70s to the end of 2003 after a crash at Charles de Gaulle Airport in France. The cause of that crash was totally unrelated to the performance of the Concorde, but due to an unfortunate circumstance. When the previous aircraft that was taking off, a piece of it fell on the runway, and when the Concorde followed that aircraft, it burst a tire on the Concorde and started a fire in the fuel tanks, and the Concorde crashed. This particular model is a very rare piece, one of only 1 or 2 that were made. It has Braniff on one side and Air France on another side.
Flight 019er, 2 miles northeast, turn left at 90, maintain 4,800 to establish an approach.
Not only is the Aviation Museum a really amazing place to visit, it's also fantastic for events. So I thought I'd grab Debbie. You work here at the museum. Tell us about the kinds of events that people could host here.
They can host private events, small gatherings, where you can hold up to 50 people maximum, birthday parties, corporate events.
So tell us a little bit about Juno Beach, where you're located.
Juno Beach is a small town, but it's absolutely beautiful. So we're located right across from the beach. You can actually see the ocean from our view. And we're next to a preserve, and there's a lot of cool restaurants and a lot of fun activities to do in Juno Beach.
You've also got an amazing gift shop. People can pick up some models, some t-shirts, and get some great swag while they're here.
Absolutely, and I don't think that there's another place where you can find what you can find in our gift shop.
Stay right where you are. Don't head to the nearest exit. More Passport to the Palm Beaches is coming up next.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.
Passport to the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches, the best way to experience Florida, and proudly produced in partnership with the Palm Beach County Film and Television Commission. On this episode of Passport to the Palm Beaches, we are at the Historical Society of Palm Beach County, where once again they have a truly fabulous exhibit. This one is all about sunshine cinema, Florida in film. You may not know this, but back in the early 20th century, Jacksonville, Florida was a hub for silent films. And since then, the state, and especially Palm Beach County, has been home to many fabulous productions. Let's head in and take a look.
Palm Beach County has been a part of the story of American film for more than a century. Its mix of natural beauty, distinctive architecture, and vibrant communities has made it both a destination for filmmakers and a reflection of how Florida has been imagined on the screen. From the earliest studios to modern productions, the Palm Beaches have played a defining role in Florida's cinematic history. Before Hollywood dominated the industry, Florida was already a center for filmmaking. Producers came here for the light, the weather, and the scenery. Palm Beach County appeared in travelogues and newsreels that promoted Florida's sense of glamour and escape, an image that has endured for generations.
Those early films helped define what people thought Florida looked like: sunshine, elegance, and escape. Palm Beach County was central to that image, and the legacy of filmmaking never stopped. Through every decade since, producers have continued to come here for the same reasons: the scenery, the access, and the creativity of the local community.
Productions that came here brought national attention, strengthened the local economy, and built a professional film community that continues to thrive today.
Burt Reynolds was instrumental in that growth. When he filmed B.L. Stryker here in the 1980s, he showed the industry that major productions could operate successfully here in the Palm Beaches. He employed local crews and opened doors for a new generation of professionals. Since then, the county has continued to host major motion pictures and television productions: Donnie Brasco, Marley and Me, Bad Boys 2, and many others. Each one used our neighborhoods, beaches, and downtown streets to tell the stories that reached audiences around the world. Every production that comes here does more than capture the scenery. It supports our local economy, provides opportunities for local talent, increases tourism, and connects Palm Beach County to the global film industry. Palm Beach County remains one of the most film-friendly regions in Florida. We have the talent, the infrastructure, and the landscapes that filmmakers are looking for. Our role in the history of Florida cinema continues, and the next chapter is already being written.
From silent-era travel films to major Hollywood productions, Palm Beach County has helped tell Florida's story on screen. Sunshine Cinema, Florida in Film, celebrates that legacy and the people who keep the cameras rolling.
I'm Jeremy Johnson, President and CEO of the Historical Society of Palm Beach County, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the opening reception of our grand exhibition, Sunshine Cinema, Florida in Film.
Palm Beach County, Florida. No matter how you get here, you will never want to leave.
We're here with Erica, Director of Curatorial Affairs for the Historical Society of Palm Beach County. So nice to see you again. You always put together a fabulous show. Tell us about Sunshine Cinema.
Oh my goodness, this was such a wonderful show to put together beginning to end. It's all about the history of film in Florida, and of course that highlight on Palm Beach County, going all the way back to the silent era of film and up through modern day.
What inspired you to do this exhibit?
You know, anytime we pick a topic to share with our visitors, we try to find something that brings us all together over a shared common interest. and I think film is one of those wonderful vehicles for bringing people together. If we go back 120 years ago, you'll be able to see hand-cranked cameras, things that human beings actually had to manipulate and function to capture a moving image. You'll see costumes from Universal Studios Orlando actually on display, from Scarface, Jaws, Apollo 13, all of these huge hits that we've all seen in our households and on the big screen are all here at the Richard and Pat Johnson Palm Beach County History Museum.
What do you think it is about Palm Beach County that really attracted so much talent?
My goodness, so I think the region itself was just so appealing because of this architecture that we have, because of the infrastructure that we've had. So when Henry Flagler built his FEC Railway down here in 1894, he really opens up this region to the film industry to really kind of take root in this area. From that time period on, we have the Royal Poinciana Hotel in 1894, and then the Breakers Hotel immediately after that. We have people flocking to this area to really experience the beauty and the warmth and the pleasure of living in this area, and the film industry really kind of followed suit.
Look, this isn't a joke, Mr. Stryker.
Whatever problems Palm Beach has, Palm Beach can work them out.
So my name is David Morton. I'm a lecturer in film and history at the University of Central Florida. We're at the Palm Beach County Historical Society, who has put together this really cool, really wonderful exhibition. It's a very outstanding, very comprehensive tale of Florida's motion picture history from the silent era all the way up to Palm Beach's role in shaping not just the state's image to the rest of the country, but really iconic role in telling our visual culture on screen. Time and time again, Palm Beach County became a very favored secondary location. More recently, we had the Bad Boys sequels filmed in Palm Beach County. And when you watch these films, you really do see just how incredible the use of the space and landscape and environment of this particular county is. And since it has everything but mountains, both in terms of this variety of urban and rural, from cow pastures to beaches to resorts, it has so many opportunities to tell such a broad multitude of different stories.
Well, there you have it. From Apollo 13 to Caddyshack, Florida has played a truly important role in the film industry and its history. Stick around for more Passport to the Palm Beaches coming up next. Passport to the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches, the best way to experience Florida, and proudly produced in partnership with the Palm Beach County Film and Television Commission. Long before its iconic lighthouse guided mariners, Jupiter, Florida was a crossroads of ancient cultures, coastal explorers, and pioneer families. Today we're uncovering the stories, landmarks, and legends that shape this vibrant seaside community. Join us as we step back in time and explore the rich history that makes Jupiter, Florida truly one of a kind.
So we're here in Jupiter, where we've had people living for 5,000 years. People started coming down here to the Jupiter area in the late 19th century. They came down the Indian River first to hunt and fish. This was the end of the Indian River, and the lighthouse was a great place to stop to find out more about the area from the lighthouse keepers, get fresh water at the well at the lighthouse. And as more people started coming down here via the steamboats, later the railroads, people were settling along the Loxahatchee River, enjoying the great fishing, starting to become farmers in the area and eventually homesteaders. The tourists were drawn down here to the Jupiter area because of the Loxahatchee River and its amazing fishing and hunting opportunities. One of the more memorable camps here at the lighthouse was Thomas Carnegie's Camp Shark. The Carnegies and their guests would go hunting for sharks and the large sawfish that could be found in the rivers here, not just offshore, but sometimes even into the Loxahatchee River itself. The arrival of Flagler's Railroad in 1894 did bring a lot of changes to Jupiter. It ended the steamboat travel for the most part on the Indian River and shifted the population farther west to be by the railroad station. Jupiter was a key part of America's first resort destination. As the end of the steamboat line, as the head of the railroad down to Lake Worth, drawing such luminaries as former President Grover Cleveland for a visit, so many people came here to enjoy the hunting, the fishing, the weather, the scenery, visiting and climbing the lighthouse to take in an amazing view, which is fortunately one that you can still see today.
Golden sunsets, champagne skies, palm-lined dreams and paradise. This is your passport to the Palm Beaches, where elegance meets the sea. Every moment is a getaway, every view a luxury. From fine dining to ocean breezes, every dream is within your reach. Step into the life you've imagined.